Have you ever stubbed your toe in the dark? That sudden jolt of pain shooting up your leg, making you hop around and curse under your breath. Or maybe you found yourself wincing after bumping into the corner of a coffee table, wondering how something so small could hurt so much. These moments remind us that pain is a part of everyday life, no matter who we are. Or perhaps you've battled a pounding headache after a long, stressful day, the kind that makes every sound seem louder and every light seem brighter. Pain comes in many forms, sometimes physical, sometimes emotional, and sometimes both at once. Pain is universal, but how we talk about it and how we're treated when we experience it often depends on our gender. Society has long held different expectations for men and women when it comes to expressing discomfort. The so-called man flu is often the punchline of jokes, suggesting men exaggerate their symptoms. Meanwhile, women's pain is sometimes dismissed or minimized, with complaints brushed off as oversensitivity or emotional exaggeration. These stereotypes can have real consequences, affecting how people seek help and how they're treated by others, including medical professionals. But is there any truth to the idea that one gender is naturally better at handling pain? The answer, according to science, is far from simple. Researchers have found that pain tolerance and perception are influenced by a complex mix of factors, and there's no clear winner. In fact, scientists are discovering that pain is shaped by a combination of biology, psychology, and culture. Hormones, genetics, past experiences, and even the way we're raised all play a role in how we feel and respond to pain. It's not really about who's stronger or tougher, but about how our bodies and minds process discomfort in unique ways. Each person's experience of pain is deeply personal and can't be measured by outdated stereotypes. So let's set aside the old cliches and take a closer look at what really makes pain so personal. Understanding these differences isn't just interesting, it's essential for making sure everyone gets the care and empathy they deserve. For generations, men have been expected to tough it out, to grit their teeth and push through pain without showing any sign of weakness. Society often praises men who appear unbreakable, who never let their emotions show, and who seem to handle discomfort in silence. This expectation starts early, shaping how boys and men respond to pain throughout their lives. In contrast, women are seen as more open about their pain, encouraged to express their feelings and seek support when they're hurting. This openness is sometimes viewed as sensitivity, and it's often assumed that women are simply more emotional or vulnerable to pain. Boys are taught to hide their hurt, to swallow their tears and act tough, even when they are suffering. The message is clear: showing pain is a sign of weakness, something to be avoided at all costs. Meanwhile, women are sometimes told they're exaggerating, that their pain isn't as serious as they claim, or that they're simply being dramatic. This can lead to frustration and even self-doubt. This social conditioning doesn't just influence how we talk about pain, it actually affects how pain is reported, perceived, and even felt. People may downplay or amplify their symptoms based on what's expected of them. Men may underplay their pain, brushing off injuries or discomfort to maintain an image of strength, sometimes at the expense of their own health. At the same time, women's complaints can be dismissed or not taken seriously, leading to delays in diagnosis and treatment. These stereotypes don't just shape our attitudes, they also skew research and medical care, influencing how doctors interpret symptoms and how studies are designed. To truly understand pain, we have to look past these roles and focus on what's happening inside our bodies and brains, because pain is personal and it doesn't follow society's rules. Recent studies have uncovered fascinating differences in how men and women experience and report pain. For example, women are more likely to seek help and report pain sooner than men, often describing their pain as more intense and persistent. This isn't just a matter of perception. Biological and social factors both play a role. Women frequently describe sharper, more severe pain and are more open about their discomfort, especially in clinical settings. This openness can lead to earlier diagnosis and treatment, but it also means their pain is sometimes dismissed as emotional or exaggerated. In contrast, men often feel social pressure to appear tough and stoic, which can cause them to minimize or hide their pain, particularly when they are around other men. This tendency can delay treatment and even worsen health outcomes. Brain imaging studies reveal that men and women process pain using different neural pathways. When women experience pain, the emotional centers of their brains are more active, highlighting the strong connection between emotion and physical sensation. Men, on the other hand, tend to activate more analytical and cognitive regions, which may influence how they interpret and cope with pain signals. These biological and psychological differences also affect how each gender responds to painkillers and other treatments. For instance, some medications are more effective for women while others work better for men due to differences in hormones and body chemistry. This means that a one-size-fits-all approach to pain management may not be the most effective. Tailoring pain relief to each individual's unique biology can lead to better results. By understanding these important distinctions, researchers and doctors can develop more personalized, effective pain treatments, helping everyone get the relief they need when they need it most. Here's a twist. Women may recover faster from some injuries, despite reporting more pain at first. Men, while more tolerant of sudden pain, often struggle more with chronic discomfort. Hormones play a big role. Estrogen and testosterone both affect pain sensitivity, and even genetics can make a difference. For example, redheads may feel certain types of pain more acutely. The takeaway? Pain is shaped by a complex mix of biology, hormones, and genes, far beyond simple gender stereotypes. So who wins the pain game? The truth is, there's no winner. Men and women experience pain differently, not better or worse. Biology, psychology, and culture all play a part. The real goal isn't to compete, but to understand and support each other. Recognizing these differences helps doctors treat pain more effectively and encourages empathy. In the end, pain is a shared human experience, and respecting each person's journey is what truly matters.